Welcome to my new web series, Let's Talk. Today we're going to do Let's Talk about props. Now, a prop, for those of you who may not understand the term or know, comes from the term property, which is basically any item that an actor uses in a play or a film in order to interact with their scene. Now, there are many different types of props, and as we go through these videos, I will show you very different types, but we're going to start off with this particular one. It is technically a custom machined prop, and that is the Anakin Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith lightsaber. Anakin's lightsaber in Episode 3 was made to look like Luke's lightsaber in Episodes 4 and 5, making that lightsaber the same all the way through those three movies. Now, the original prop that Mark Hamill used in Episode 4 and 5 was actually from a Graflex 3-cell camera. It was the bit that you'd hold for the bulb of those old style 40s cameras, 50s cameras, that would take the big flash. Then they added a few miscellaneous details like a T-track grip around it, a D-ring to hook into his belt, and a filler for the clamp. In Episode 4 they used calculator bubbles, in Episode 5 circuit board. Now, when Episode 3 rolled around, Lucasfilm wanted to create a lightsaber that both honored the original lightsaber used in the original trilogy and still keep in with the new design aesthetic that they had created in Episodes 1 and 2. And that's what they did. And then in 2005, Master Replicas came out with their own line of lightsabers at the height of their game. They came out with many props from those films, including the Anakin Episode 3 lightsaber, and they made that display version as well as an electronic effects saber, which allowed you to have a blade, the glow and the sound. Very popular, even still to today. Now, I was lucky enough in April of 2005 to go to Celebration 3. It was amazing. They had many of the props and costumes on display, including the Anakin lightsaber, right next to Luke's lightsaber. It was great seeing them side by side. It was pretty neat to see the differences, how far technology has come from how they built props then and how they built props now, or in 2005 anyway. However, there is a number of details that are off from the Master Replicas lightsabers. Things like the circuit boards and the way the grips and orientation of things were, and a few other miscellaneous details. Master Replicas had since come out saying that the lightsaber that they were given to replicate was a different one than the one that was on display. However, seeing this one on display, that's the one I wanted. I know it had very minor details different, but that's the one I saw. That's the one I really wanted to own in my collection. It wasn't long after the convention that I was introduced to Eric at Orbital Machining, and it intrigued him too about these miscellaneous details of this lightsaber that him and I started corresponding to create this version of the lightsaber for myself. Here comes the part of prop making that I really enjoy, and that's the research. I compiled all my pictures and assembled all the pictures from online as well, and created a catalog of differences. We went over there, created 3D models, and we went back and forth making sure that everything lined up to this version of the Celebration 3 lightsaber, and what he pulled out was amazing, which makes this one of my most favorite pieces of my entire collection, which is why it's in my first video. From every little detail that he created on this, from hand machining the Daryl and grips to the hand machining of this knurl bit here to the copper and the brass bits, it's just a beautiful work of art. And as I'm showing the pictures through here, you'll see how it can be separated and all the nice beautiful pictures. Now, my contribution obviously was detail analysis, but I also created the graphics for the circuit board. Lightsaber collecting is really fun. There's lots of directions you can go, from movie replicas to prop purchases, to creating and designing your own, to machining your own. Really can go anywhere. So be sure to look in the links in my description so you can see a lot of help and direction. There's a lot of forums you can go to, talk to a lot of people about where to start from. This truly is a one-of-a-kind piece, and I'm really happy to have it in my collection. If you want to know more about how you get this lightsaber yourself or a similar lightsaber, feel free to ask me in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe if you want to check out my other videos as they come out once a week. There'll be costumes and props and other things from my collection, as well as the projects I'm working on. So if you want to keep abreast of that, or if you're just kind of curious, be sure to subscribe. But until then, thanks for watching.